Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Laymen Daily Show. How's everyone? It's a bit early today. It's a bit early for me. This is an hour before I would usually do the show. Whew, didn't sleep enough. How's everyone going in the chat? I haven't even brought up the chat yet, actually. God, it's sad, isn't it? Haven't even got it ready. Final Fantasy 16 news today. It's going to be hopefully some Spider-Man 2, some VR titles. It's going to be some stuff like that today, right? Let's get to the drop and let's talk about what we're expecting before it starts in like 10 minutes. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm tired, but I'm excited. All right. Okay, let's bring up the chat. Let's make sure I got the chat going on. Okay. 9 minutes, folks. What's everyone expecting? What's everyone wanting to see today? Certainly want to see some Spider-Man 2. I mean, I feel like for a game that's apparently coming out in September, I mean, we haven't seen much, man. We really haven't seen much. So that's going to be interesting. Drop still goes hard. Oh, yeah, it does. The drop's the best. Is it just Final Fantasy 16? Well, we're going to find out today. And if it's just that, who cares? And we'll hang for a bit, watch a bit of Final Fantasy 16, see them do a deep dive. Here for the 20 minutes of Final Fantasy 16. Hell yeah. Got some news after we can talk about too. It's a whole bunch of things today, guys. It's not just set of play. You never know. It could go for a little bit longer. Division 3. You know what? They should just skip Division 3. Just go to Division 5, you know? Like, just do that Chad move. Why don't we see games that have just been released, brand new IP, they just missed the 1 and they go to 2? They should do that. I would absolutely play a game that did that. The balls on that. What's up, Mr. Gaming? What's up, man? Matt says, lurking because I'm working. I enjoy a good lurk. Especially on a Saturday night. Matt, what's up, chat? What's up, chat? Everyone say what's up to Matt, all right? I mean, who knows, right? I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see more today if we could, because we haven't seen anything on Spider-Man, like nothing. You know, and this game's apparently coming out in 4 months. And to see nothing? That's kind of crazy, right? I would expect, like, I mean, the hype's going to be huge for Spider-Man 2. I mean, Miles Morales was great. And on top of that, of course, the first Spider-Man in 2018, the original Spider-Man on GameCube, Spider-Man 2 was actually the greatest. There's no comparison. Okay, that was the greatest. But you know, I would expect to start seeing something soon. PlayStation Portable. Are we going to see some of that? Have you guys seen the news on that? There's apparently some sort of portable PlayStation 5-ish device in the works. A few places that have covered that, so that'll be kind of interesting. Not that we'll see that today, right? Like, I don't think we'll see that today, but I do think that in the future we may start seeing things like that. And I play a lot of Switch, right? Like, I play a lot of Switch. I play a lot of portable stuff. Like, I don't mind the odd mobile game on my phone, like Wild Rift, like some sort of portable PlayStation device. I think there's a market for it. I know they've tried it before with the Vita and the PSP, and sure, they didn't get the market share that they wanted, but like, I think there's something there, you know? I think if they come back to it strong with the right titles, or all titles, like if all titles were able to be accessible in this portable device, that would be absolutely sick. But yeah, we won't see that today. But you never know. Curveball, we could. I remember watching the PC Game Show or whatever. Oh, was it? I can't remember where it was. And we saw the first we saw the Xbox Series X. Was that the Game Awards? Maybe it was the Game Awards. Can't remember actually where it was. Hey, have you heard the rumors about Spider-Man 2? What's the rumors? I haven't heard the rumors. Please share it with the chat. Hopefully Ghost of Tsushima PC announcement. Yeah. I thought that was one of the greater games, not the greatest games, the greater games of the last generation. Loved Ghost of Tsushima. Awesome. What else are we expecting today? Some PSVR stuff? Are we going to see some PSVR stuff? I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, they've just brought it out. I don't think it's kind of going as well as they would have liked. Naturally, if they can kind of bring in some titles that people want to see, that makes sense to actually show that. Who's texting me at 6 a.m.? It's me, bro. It's me, bro. Time slide from Twitch. How you doing? How you doing well, Sam? How you're doing well, Sam? That grammatically doesn't make sense, but I know what you're trying to say, man. I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I'm doing well, man. A little bit earlier today for the folks, but we had to get the state of play. We had to get the state of play. So what, you guys think it's just going to be Final Fantasy today? I mean, I hope it's not. I hope it's other things too. There's a few bits and bobs that I want to talk about after this anyway, so that's all good. Splinter, hey Sam, good to see you. Good to see you too, man. Appreciate you jumping in the chat. Who's excited for Final Fantasy 16, actually? I'm excited, actually. It's been a while since I've played a Final Fantasy title, to be honest. The OG ones, as I've said in previous streams, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. I've finished all of them. I finished 7 like 4 times, 8 4 times. 9 just once, actually. 9 just once. Didn't love it. I mean, okay, I didn't hate it. I just thought it was the weaker out of the 4. And Final Fantasy 10, I mean, of course, right? But, yeah. I think they said it was only Final Fantasy 16. Well, we're in for a lot of Final Fantasy 16 today, then. Please, Spider-Man news. Yeah, we want some goddamn Spider-Man news, man. It's been too long. Hype for FF16. Well, when it starts, so you guys can just watch it, I'll make a minimal commentary. All right, you know, I've been talking over the whole thing. You're like, shut up, Sam. I don't want to watch it with you. I just want to watch it. I just happened to click on the same video. Am I going to play X Defiant Instant Closed Beta? Well, no, clearly not. I don't have a code. No. Did you like Crisis Core? I didn't play Crisis Core. Oh wait, was that? No, that wasn't the remake. Or was that the remake name? No, Crisis Core was different. That was that was the one delving into the relationship between Sephiroth and Cloud, right? Yeah. Final Fantasy 12, in my honest opinion, has the best of all. Best of all? Is the best of all. Greetings from Costa Rica. Ricardo. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Starting in 2 minutes. If anyone needs to get a coffee or anything like that, it's about to start. We're going to see whatever they're going to show us today. State of Play usually has other things in there. That's the thing. I'd be very surprised if it was just Final Fantasy. But if it is, that's okay. Single digit says, to be honest, commentary please. If I wanted no commentary, I'd watch dedicated State of Play. That's true. I'll just pick my moments. I'll pick my spots so we don't actually get in the way of the stream. But I appreciate that. What up, Ivan? I'm watching this only because of your commentary. All right, then, fine. I'll just have to talk over the whole goddamn thing. Like, what the hell is that? Is that Cloud? Oh, wait, no, that's not Cloud. Oops, sorry, wrong name. I didn't know what this was on. Okay, I'll be honest. I nearly slept through my alarm today. I actually forgot this was on. And then I'm like, whoa. Gotta make a thumbnail. Fuck, I gotta get ready for this. Completely forgot. Howdy, Laymen. What's going on, Strikeforce? What are my thoughts on Lifeweaver? Okay, a Lifeweaver for me is weird, right? Number one, I don't like that you have to constantly change between 2 weapons to be offensive or defensive. That's the first thing. I feel also he's quite a weak healer. I would say if you're not using his ult or you're not pulling people out of the fight, him being like a dedicated healer, that doesn't seem to be very strong. I'm just gonna say it. Like, it's not really looking like he's a... Like, when I saw Kiriko, like, I thought originally she was gonna be like just not a main healer. She was gonna be more like just a sub healer or whatever you want to call it. And man, she was actually a really fantastic healer. She could absolutely keep a lot of people alive, where Lifeweaver doesn't feel like that. So I'm not loving what I'm seeing from Lifeweaver. Not loving it. Not loving it. But I think his ult is very strong. I mean, not only can it heal everyone pretty much on the battlefield, especially when you're trying to take the point, but for you to be able to hide behind it, it's almost like a Mei wall in some ways, you know, and it can stop a Pharah ult. I wonder if, you know, if you hide behind it and Ryan does his shatter or something, it'll also be saved. Here we go. Let me turn it up for you. It's fun. Now it's called Final Fantasy. Yeah, okay.
Hello everyone, this is Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI, and welcome to the State of Play. Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy XVI, as well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems. We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5. I hope you'll stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you. With that, let's get started.
Alright, this is just Final Fantasy 16 today. Woo!
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
We're just standing there. There we go. There we go.
Home sweet home.
Same voice from Diablo
Allow me
4.
to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI. Final Fantasy XVI is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in. With a fusion of real-time action and RPG features, Final Fantasy XVI has been developed as the first true action RPG in the
Bird up.
series.
What's up, man?
Using
I'm loving the
power
combat
of the
system already,
PlayStation
actually.
5
That
to
looks
its
really
fullest,
cool.
The game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience which we liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
Is that Ifrit? Ifrit. Whoa. Shiva, there she is. This looks incredible already. All right. I mean, we've watched a few trailers of this on the show, but this is looking really nice. I'm getting excited.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place
Clive.
in the realm of Valisthea.
It's not a normal Final Fantasy. I wanted the normal like
Follow
cloud
the epic
name.
Tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our
Squall,
hero's life: his
Zidane.
teens, 20s, and 30s.
Real shame. Titus.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present. And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy
Always looks so
adventure.
beautiful. It always looks so good. As I said last time in another stream, it looks like a brighter Dark Souls. Like the architecture of the world. This is looking a lot more action-y. Loving it. Loving it.
Navigation in Final Fantasy XVI is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative. The world map can be opened at
yeah,
any
you know
time,
what I mean about the
allowing
Souls thing?
players access
Single digit?
to all
Yeah.
manner of locations across Valisthea. Here, players will meet new friends, encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Bright Souls. Bright Souls confirmed. This is just Bright Souls. This is what this is. They're trying to make themselves Souls now. They see how successful Elden Ring is. They're like, you know what? Let's just make that. That's what people want. Godric the Grafted. That's what they want. We'll make him a GF. But yeah, Bright Souls should be a thing, actually. Why isn't Bright Souls a thing?
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy XVI. All the battles in the game take place in real time and are not turn-based. As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters.
It's a shame the turn-based system
Now, let's take
of
a
old
moment
is
to
completely
admire
gone.
Clive
Like
in action.
the turn-based system of like the old days, I just love that on Final Fantasy. I know it's outdated, I know it feels old, but like there's something so nice to just settle into a battle where you have choices, you can take your time. Like I just love that. Yeah, wow. I mean, the combos that you can obviously do here with different elements and stuff. It's sick. That just looks like a giant Hadouken, but hell yeah. Bright Souls confirmed. That's what we're using now. Bright Souls
have unique characteristics depending on the icon they are derived from. Players can use ability points collected by defeating enemies to unlock more abilities or upgrade existing ones.
Yeah, this combat does look crazy,
Can't
hey Charlie.
decide
I agree.
which iconic
Looks
ability
mad.
to unlock or upgrade? No problem. You can let the game choose for you.
I played a bit of Octopath Traveler. That's what I mean. I don't think turn-based is dead. Like, I freaking love that
Final
shit.
Fantasy 16 includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience. Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle. A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes. This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button, as well as shifting into a window of slow motion
easy mode ring?
whenever Clive is about to be
That's
hit
the
by
easy
an
mode
attack,
ring.
giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade. Alternatively, players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
There's the easy ring. Okay. It looks like it evades everything, though. They're taking easy mode to the next level there. I mean, it's not even easy mode. It's just...
And for those who want to concentrate on the story, don't forget
just
to
walk
choose
through it.
Story Focus Mode before starting a new game. In this mode, timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
Journalist ring. Cheeky cat. Cheeky.
Clive will meet many characters along his journey who will join him as friends and allies.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive. Jill, a friend from Clive's youth.
It really is.
Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Clive!
Some of these companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures.
It's all story, no
fighting
combat if you
alongside him
choose.
and
No.
finding lots to talk about.
You'll
along
have
the
to
way.
do some combat, right? Oh, can you imagine?
That said, players will only need to focus on controlling
The ring is the
Party
Dean
members
Takeshi
are
special?
fully AI
Yeah.
driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
JJ, I agree with you in terms of accessibility. Absolutely. I'm a fan of easy mode. I don't care. Who gives a fuck? And just being as many people that can play as possible. That's great.
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal.
Oh, hell yeah.
A smart, strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's side and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them. Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands. Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
Yeah, the music's absolutely amazing. Always is in Final Fantasy.
Goots.
Completely agree.
Get her upstairs.
Bowie.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about.
His voice is in Diablo 4.
Have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive will gain access to Cid's hideaway. Here in the hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
Henry says game looks rough. I think game looks sick, dude. What are you talking about? This is real nice, especially the
a highly
combat.
skilled blacksmith, works the hideaway's forge,
Combat looks
bringing
amazing.
materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. After upgrading your equipment or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone. Here, players can enter a virtual training area.
His actor was. Oh, that guy was also in The
time and
Witch.
space,
You mean The Witcher?
where they are free to refine and practice combos of their very own. Once you're confident in your skills, try your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack up against players from around the world. The Hideaway is home to a lot of other features as well.
Yasmin says, is this only FF, right? I think it probably will be. And the title it now has been changed to Final Fantasy 16 State of Play.
Not only will
Pretty sure it
players
will be.
discover a variety of side quests,
We'll talk about
here,
some other things after
but
this.
they can also view information on quests offered all around Valistia.
Strike Force is bored now. Oh, The Witch. I don't know. Okay. Oh, a 2015 film, is it? Okay.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Uh-oh, drop something.
Mid. When did you get back?
Game does not look rough. I don't agree with that, Steve. No way. Combat especially is looking really nice.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Visit the Hunt Board to gain information on elite marks, fearsome foes lurking about the realm in desperate need of slaying. The Moogle will be your guide.
Some of the models look weird. I think combat is definitely shining more here. I would agree with that. Okay. Is this like a Pokemon? Gotta
There's
catch them all
also
now.
Lordesman Harpocrates,
Old strategy.
who will unlock Valistia's secrets as Clive recounts tales of his adventures.
Oh hell yeah, I like that. They've gone back. They've gone back OG for that. That's nice.
I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes?
Here for another of my lectures.
And Vivian Ninetails,
What is it that you
a
wish to
scholar and
learn?
strategist who will
Here's
be
the
more
latest
than happy
information
to
I have.
explain to Clive the current state of the realm and provide information on key players. There are all kinds of interactions and features in the Hideaway to help players get even more enjoyment out of their time with Final Fantasy
Is
XVI.
ever changing, Clive.
Golem confirmed.
On his travels, Clive
They've
will
always got this
encounter a
goddamn monster in
wide
Final
array of
Fantasy.
fearsome
They just
foes.
always have it. It's just the monster in Final Fantasy. I mean, is it really a Final Fantasy without this goddamn thing? Gaspar, it was good to see you. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I think this is looking cool, guys. I'm thinking this is looking really cool. I'm excited for this.
He will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power of the icons.
Oh my god, that's such a Souls, you know, in the Elden Ring. What's that boss's name? The top of the Erd tree? This is Bright Souls confirmed. Bright Souls confirmed.
Colossal beasts who hold the surrounding lands under their sway. Mysterious constructs of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
Morgoth. No. Is it Morgoth? I can't remember now. The Godric? No, that's the Godric the Grafted. No.
And we cannot forget the icons themselves. Experience unparalleled real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limits. The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon.
Okay, that's a little bit Lord of the Rings. You know, and Gandalf is falling down that chasm.
Epic confrontations all play out in real time, allowing players to control their very own icon with their own hands.
Who's excited for this to be released on Xbox, am I right?
These battles differ depending on the icon encountered, and every showdown is unique, right down to gameplay. Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield.
A heavyweight wrestling match. It feels like they've just really doubled down on the action of this game.
These massive scale boss battles are entirely seamless, and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
Oh, that music is so fucking good, dude. This music is just next level. Far out. I mean, look at the whole game though. It just looks sick, dude. It looks sick. I'm very excited to actually pick this up. What? Someone in the comments thinks that we might get a demo tonight. I don't know about that. Looks like a 2D fighter there. Holy shit, this is so much fucking action. Yeah, these do look like long fights. Bro, it looked like Tekken before, didn't it? That's what I thought. It looked like Tekken or some shit. Well, they're just throwing everything and anything into this game. Anything to win Game of the Year. Odin? Maybe? That's a lot of, now that's a lot of damage.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today.
All right, let's see if we can see
Final
anything
Fantasy
else.
16
Or is
will
it just
be
Final
available
Fantasy 16? I feel like that's all it is.
June 22nd. And there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game in the near future. Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks.
Don't know them, but
all pre-order the game.
I heard good things. A lot of good things, folks. A lot of good things.
Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
I'm sensing that's it. I'm sensing that's it. But that was fun, man. That looked sick. That looked sick. And with that, that's it for the Final Fantasy. But man, that was pretty sick, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think of that? I was expecting. I wanted to see some, you know, some Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool if we saw that. What else were we expecting? I wanted to see some Star Wars. I wanted to see some Spider-Man, man. I want to see some Spider-Man. What do you guys think of that? Oh shit! Another drop for all the people that have got here. Why not? All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. You guys are good. Love you, appreciate you. What else is happening in the world of gaming? There's a few things. Firstly, Redfall. Redfall's looking good. Okay, there was an opinion piece put together by Paul Tashi, and he says Redfall not looking good. Not looking good at all. And some people are thinking maybe it's time that we actually don't release this anytime soon. Look, I did a little show the other day looking at some of the IGN gameplay. Aside from the gameplay, right? Like, it didn't look like it was looking really fresh. And there's a general consensus on Twitter that, hey, if we actually did... I'm going to put some music on here. If we did actually... oh, it's going to be loud. It's going to be loud. Is that better? Yeah, cool. If they did it and decide to move the actual game later on, I think people will be fine with that, because ultimately Redfall doesn't look that great, and IGN didn't do it any favors. Let's just be honest here. It didn't do it any favors. Someone says, Joshi says, no Final Fantasy will top FF7 in my honest opinion. I completely agree with that. I mean, it's the GOAT, and I think it really laid the groundwork for me and a lot of people to really start loving Final Fantasy. But having said that, I played FF8 first, but it wasn't until I played FF7 I was like, holy shit, this shit is actually fucking incredible. You know? So look, oh, this is bad, man. Look at this. Redfall is launching on Xbox consoles with quality mode only. 4K 30 FPS on an Xbox Series X. Like, and on a game, I'll show you what, I mean, you guys have seen what the game looks like, right? But I'll show you what it looks like again. I mean, it's really not looking great. And for it to, let me see, Redfall gameplay. For it to actually release, here we go, official trailer, Redfall.
Actually, we have a few questions for you.
I want to see some actual gameplay. No, it's not showing gameplay. Official trailer. Let's do this one. I mean, some people are feeling like it doesn't look that intensive that it can't be at 60 FPS, especially on an Xbox Series X. I mean, it's supposed to be the most powerful console ever made. TV, Xbox TV. And you can't even, you can't even deliver like 60? I remember Xbox was talking about 120. We've, you know, like games in general, 120, baby. 120, you better believe it. We got so many 120 FPS games coming your way. By the way, Redfall's 30 FPS. I mean, that's like, come on, you know, like, not a great look. Not a great look. So look, a lot of people are saying, you know what, this should be pushed back. I think that's probably a good idea. You know, I think the general consensus is people are not hyped for this. So if you actually put this back in the oven for a while, come back with some new gameplay, some new ideas, and don't give it to IGN. Don't give it to IGN when you're trying to show off your game, because it's not going to work. It's really not going to work, folks. A new Harry Potter series confirmed. Now, does anyone want this, right? Like, do I want this? I don't mind the Harry Potter series. I've watched them quite a few times. Like, I don't love them as much as Lord of the Rings, but like, look, they're just about the books though, right? That's what I've heard. They're just about the books. We're not even seeing anything different here. It's just them elongating the story and delving more into the books when, you know, it's kind of been done in terms of the actual Harry Potter books have been explored. All the best moments in the books have been actually explored, right? Like in the movies. What do I know? I've only read the first one and half of the second one, so don't listen to me. But I do have it on credible sources that all the best moments were in the book, were in the movies. Someone says, Amendo says, as long as it's good. Look, if it's good, and they're obviously looking, HBO's looking for, like, I think their next House of Dragons, Game of Thrones thing. Harry Potter, I mean, it's pretty easy, I think, if they get it right, to amass a huge amount of cash off this. Because everybody will want to tune in. If we decide as a community that this is good shit, and then of course they'll do the 10, they're talking about wanting to do it for 10 years, man. 10 years, that's a long time. Hogwarts Legacy was fun. I actually haven't played Hogwarts Legacy yet, dude. I really want to play that. I really, really want to jump into that. You know, I've seen Thick Boy play it. Seen his girlfriend play it too, and they loved it. Well, she finished it, right? And Thick Boy's pretty much just started it, and she loved it, right? So I think definitely keen to play that. Definitely keen to play that. So I don't know what that's going to be like. The Harry Potter show, I don't know what that's going to be like, but who knows, right? Now this is kind of cool, right? Look at this. This is a first-person mod that they put into The Last of Us Part 1. Actually works really well. It kind of would have been scarier if they did this. The whole Resident Evil 7 and 8 thing, right? I mean, the gun placement isn't great. It's like over here, but like it looks pretty freaking cool. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just holding his gun up here going, is this getting the shots? Am I killing people up here? The reload especially looked like it worked. What you reckon? The reload especially looks sick. Like for a mod, right? Like it didn't look baked into the game, but like it really worked. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, holding the gun over there, it looks a little bit strange, not gonna lie, but pretty goddamn cool. What else? Okay, the Continental. Now, I can't show this because YouTube sucks and they'll take this away from 95% of my audience's countries. Last time I did a John Wick video, they banned it in like 90 countries or some shit. There's a new show coming. It's a 3-part series about the Continental, about like in the 70s of the John Wick world. I'm actually really excited to see what this is like. I think that's kind of cool. I think if they do this right, then it could be really, really cool. I think John Wick, when it comes to Keanu, like maybe he has one more movie in him, like maybe. But let's be real here, right? He's in his 50s. He's done 4 of them now. Like I just feel like we're maybe at the end of it. And if you've seen John Wick Part 4, I won't spoil anything, but it'd be very difficult for them to continue at the moment. It'd be very, very difficult. That's all I'm going to say. And if they decide to continue and they do some very interesting writing to make the story happen, then like whatever. But you know, I just felt like John Wick 4 felt like a good moment to stop. It just felt like a good moment to stop. It's not something I want to see. Not that I didn't like John Wick 4. Like I thought it was good, but there was like 2 hours and 49 minutes of just absolute massacre. And I mean, he's still breathtaking. I agree. In Bathroom, in Bathroom at Work, that's a great name. Like I think he's great. Like I do like Keanu, and I do like him in John Wick, and I think he's done a great job. But like finish on a high, you know, like there's something to be said just like to finish on a high. Like that's what Jerry Seinfeld says. Finish when there's something left in the tank, when there's a bit of there's some life in it. And for them to continue with John Wick, I just feel like time for something new, folks. Not to mention there's other stories like the Continental, like this 3-part series, like that could be kind of cool. That's something that probably would be cool. John Wick Jr., Mando says. Yeah, like heaps of spin-off things. Or the blind dude. Who was the blind dude? I can't remember what his name was, but that would be a really cool spin-off. There's new Star Wars. Yes, we spoke about the other day, actually. Oh my god, new Star Wars. No one wants new Star Wars, man. I'm sorry, not yet. Okay, it's not that no one wants it, I should be clear. Everyone wants new Star Wars if we can get it from a trusted source. And the trusted source is Kathleen Kennedy at the moment. So we really, I think generally most people are happy for Star Wars to take a break. If it means that new management may, like over time, come in. And we just get a fresh set of eyes on Star Wars. Like, you know, a lot of those solo movies, including the solo movie, weren't great. Rogue One was great. I think Mandalorian is now taking a turn where people are just like, well, this is just cameos galore. I haven't watched the season yet. Okay, I haven't watched the latest season. I've watched the other two, but I haven't watched the latest season. So I'm only going off what people are generally saying on Twitter, and they're saying, oh my god, like what's going on here? There's no direction. It doesn't really have any pressure or a sense of time to it that it needs to achieve something at any given moment. It's just like whatever. And then there's just Jack Black, Lizzo in it. There's the what's his name? The guy from Back to the Future, Christopher Lloyd. Is it Christopher Lloyd? Yeah, that guy, I think. You know, not to say that you can't have very famous actors in Star Wars, but it does make it harder to believe in Star Wars when you have freaking like people that you know in big roles in Star Wars. It's like Brad Pitt being like, yeah, I'm a fucking Jedi. It's like, no, you're not. Like, first rule of Fight Club, you're not a Jedi. Please sit down. You know, you can't have everybody in their dog in it. You know, Pedro Pascal, the thing about him is he's like, firstly, he's a daddy, but secondly, he has a mask on the whole time. And when he took up the Mandalorian, he didn't feel as famous as he is now. You know, so that role very much embodies what, like, Pascal's journey, where like for me, anyone that's super famous, apart from Mace Windu, okay, Samuel L. Jackson, he gets a pass because he's just cool. But anyone else that's super famous playing in a Star Wars film, it's hard to. I mean, like Liam Neeson and like, okay, they're all like they're all very accomplished actors, but I'm talking like movie star or like, you know, a music star or someone that's like Jack Black, you know, like there's something about that kind of energy and charisma and character you cannot separate, and it's very hard to buy them in any sort of Star Wars world. Dear. Anyway, that's my rant. What else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we saw this. This is some art. This is some cool art. This is nice, isn't it? Pretty scary when the art starts walking around. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? I mean, that's pretty bloody cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Ian, what up, King? What's going on, man? Didn't Bo already lead Mandalore and fail? Who's Bo? I don't know who Bo is, my friend. Sam, it's hard to justify Hollywood cameos. In Star Wars, it is. In Star Wars, it definitely is. I think so. I think it's just going to be like, it just doesn't make sense. These are some. Okay, well, let's just look at some ideas, right? Some ideas for some Zeldas. Sorry, for some Nintendo movies. Yeah, it's very hard to see anything in Star Wars. Same with Lord of the Rings, right? If they brought out a new Lord of the Rings and Robert De Niro was like, you're very evil. I'm not giving you the ring. You know, like, you just like, you can't buy it. You got to have someone. Strike Force, thanks, man. Appreciate you. You know, I think, yeah, you got to have people that are very not known, or then they're more character actors. They're not kind of created a persona for themselves. Christopher Walken, you know, he's walking in with the ring, going, I don't know if we should. I can't even do his fucking voice, right? He's like, what? I don't know if we should throw the ring into the Mount Doom. I think we should keep it, you know. And what, he's talking to Danny DeVito, going, no, we're gonna keep it. You have my axe. All right, it's ridiculous, you know. Ray Sam, what's up, my man? Not much, my friend. We are going to be finishing soon, guys, though. But I appreciate everyone being here today. Yeah. You talking to me? You talking to me, Ring? You talking to me all wrong. Oh. Can you imagine all the AI of that? Robert De Niro talking at you. You talking to me? Talking to me, Ring? I don't see any other Gondors here. It's just me. Terrible. Who wants to see some fucking other stuff from Nintendo? I want to see a Zelda movie. Definitely. I mean, a Super Smash Brothers movie. That would not work. All these different universes all getting thrown together. I mean, like the multiverse of... I mean, yeah, I guess it could work, but like, what the hell would the story be? It would just... It just doesn't make sense that they could make this work. There's like 78 characters, I think. Or 80 including the DLC, 80 something. Smash characters. There's no way you can make a coherent story with anything. Unless you're just making about the Master Hand. The Master Hand's at it again. He's trying to touch himself. And then all the characters are like, no! Don't do it! It's November! Remember, you gotta hold off for a month. What else? Breath of the Wild game movie? Yeah, I could see that. I could see a Zelda movie. I mean, it'd be tough, though. It'd be tough to see how they would bring it to life. Who would do the voice? I mean, that's just like... We've never heard Link's voice, right? All we ever hear is... That's all we hear. You know? Or he falls. That's it. With Mario, we've heard... Okay, we've heard like 3 words. So, Chris Pratt, I think, did a good job of that. A Metroid Prime could work. I think a Metroid Prime would be sick. I think a Metroid Prime actually would work. It would be enough, I think, for this to work. If it separated itself enough from like, hey, we're so bright. And like Mario, look at our Mario. It's so bright and friendly. Metro would need to be dark. It would need to be like, holy shit, this feels a bit creepy, you know? A detective story almost of like trying to figure out what happened on a space station. It is going to be a relatively lonely movie though, because Metroid primarily in its DNA is quite a solitary experience. So that'd be hard, man. Respawn had to earn the right of the Jedi or something. While the Star Wars universe is mostly concerned with Jedi shenanigans from movies to comics and video games, it turns out that Lucasfilm is incredibly protective of its lightsaber swinging warriors. This was a problem when Respawn pitched Jedi Fallen Order. It all worked out in the end with Jedi in the driving seat and sequel Jedi Survivor coming on April 20th. But Respawn had to fight for its concept. Like, I understand that to an extent because, like, if every game is bringing out Jedi this, Jedi that, like, it's cool to diversify in the universe of Star Wars, right? You don't just be seeing the same shit over and over again. Remember that game on Nintendo 64? It was like Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. Shadow of the Empire. That's it. Not about Jedis. It was a great game, but it was a completely different story. I like that a lot. I remember that being a great game. And then there's like RTS. And then there's like all sorts of stuff that you can do. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront, of course it has Jedis in it, but like that's more like an add-on. The primary idea of that is first-person shooter, you know? Yeah, so I think it's kind of nice that it's not every game can just be given the green light to be about a Jedi. You know? What happened to KOTOR, man? Such a shame about KOTOR. They're not doing the remake and shit. Everyone wanted that. And just there, this is back to the Redfall. All right, guys. You played as a bounty hunter. Did you play as a bounty hunter on Shadow of the Empire? Is that what you played? I can't remember now. It's like a 25-year-old game, 30-year-old game now. Mark says, I agree with you on your Metroid take. I think it would have to be dark, gritty, and more of a horror-esque take for sure. Or at least they'd have to focus on atmosphere a lot. Absolutely, man. They came out trying to make it like fun and happy. Everyone would be like, whoa, this sucks. Like, this is not what we wanted. You know, we want to feel like we're... See, Metroid doesn't feel that scary when you play it. But I think if you brought it to the big screen, you'd have to have a darkness to it. Or definitely a loneliness to it. Like Castaway worked. Right? Castaway worked. It had, you know, Tom Hanks and a ball. And everyone's like, holy shit, this is great. We don't need heaps of characters. We just need to make sure the story's good. And it's compelling and there's some pressure in it. And Castaway, the pressure was, is he going to be there forever? Let's try and escape twice. First one doesn't work, second one does. You know, like there's a sense of pressure there. That's all it needs. Loneliness and a bit of pressure to figure out what are these little Metroid things. That'd be sick. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty hyped for Final Fantasy. Just hope it's not to hold down button and wild combos happen. I mean, who knows, right? But look, I know I did see a video of accessibility where you could just use one hand, and I think that's great for accessibility. And like I saw some people like attacking it in the comments, like this looks so easy. That's different. I think accessibility is going to be different to what you can do in the game. But I know what you mean. If this is going to be just like hold down a couple of buttons and like, and in terms of normal playing the game, and it doesn't let you feel like you can do a lot of interesting things as your skill cap increases, that would be a bit disappointing. All right, guys, what do you reckon? Love you, appreciate you. Good show, great show. I will be back tomorrow, I think. I actually want to do some AI shit with you guys tomorrow. I've downloaded this program called voice.ai. I want to do that with you guys because some of the little skits I've already made. Not to mention just hearing like Joe Biden or Trump or Obama, like, dude, these voice AIs are crazy. And all you got to do is you got to put a little bit of an inflection, like you got to get there, like the way that they cadence things and like a little bit of, you know, you can do a very bad impression of them and it actually works. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a lovely day. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We saw a lot of Final Fantasy. We did a bit of news and we hung out all as friends. Appreciate you. You have a wonderful day or evening or wherever you are, and good night.